which of the following is true? Y is a function of x, y is not a function of x, x is not a function of y, and x is a function of y. Yeah. We need to look into these statements. And the first thing we need to check is our knowledge of the word function. Do we know what a function is? It is something that takes an input and returns an output. And I put a red line under an output because this is very important. And we will see. Now with this in mind, let's work with the expression that we have. So if I say that y is a function of x, then I solve for y and I get something in terms of x. Y is a function of x means solve y and solve for y, and I forgot, but you get the point. So let's solve for y. Y minus 2, in that case, if I take the square root, would be equal to positive or negative 2x minus 1 under the square root. I took the square root of both sides, so the power cancelled. Then y is equal to 2 plus or minus square root of 2 times x minus 1. Now notice that, okay, if you put x is equal to 1, you put one input and you get one output. But if you try any number that is not equal to 1, so for x not equal to 1, we have how many outputs? Yes, we have 2, which is a positive one and a negative one. One where you add the square root to 2 and one where you subtract the square root from 2. And in that case, y cannot be a function of x. Oops. Yeah, I don't know if you see the dot. I wrote a dot, but I don't know if you see it. You see it now. Okay, that's important. So y cannot be a function of x. Can we do the same for x? Can we try to solve for x? And the answer is yes. So let us do that. You can also try to pause the video and do it. So 1 minus 2 squared times half plus 1 is actually equal to x. Right, so we have solved for x. This is a function of y because I input y and output x. Only 1. Not 2, not 3, not 4. And you can see this from here, I mean. So this is how we proceed. And in that case, indeed, we do have that x is a function of y. So whenever you want to find out that y is a function of x, then solve for the respective variable. In this case, it will be y. As I said, y is a function of x. And then you will figure out if you have something like this, then it's probably not good. Otherwise, it should work, and you can write your variable as a function of the other variable. Function of the other variable basically means that x is equal to something. You can imagine a pot which has lots of other stuff, and it includes y. So you prepare y in a certain way. In that case, it would be like this. And then if you can prepare it in this way, then you have your function. X is a function of y, but y is not a function of x. And then we need to put it in a nice box. Okay, this was not a box. This one is. And then we are done.